What is going on, everyone? So we have a very powerful psychic deck profile for you guys. It's the first one in the channel, so we wanted to bring you guys something that is very nostalgic, but also very strong, if not the strongest, in my opinion, right now in the meta. So shout outs to Tzubi. He is the creator of Lost Bomb. This deck did amazingly in regionals. It went 6-0, just ridiculous. And when talking to Tzubi, he doesn't even think that the deck is to its maximum potential. So that just shows you how strong the deck is and also how stronger it can become. Shout outs to Justin, who is a teammate of ours from Team Moo Milk. He was the one that is created. This is his deck at the moment, and he is the one that lent us his deck so that we could do the deck profile for you guys. So shout out to you, dude. There is a couple of things that are going to change in his list, but if you want to check out his article and his list, you can go check it out. You can go check it out in the description below and just read a little bit more about the deck. All right, so let's get right into the deck. We play the Sableye. The idea of the deck is to bring things into the Lost Zone, and once you get 10 things, 10 cards, you get to do Lost Mine, which puts 12 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. So it's just very strong. We got that Comfy that's going to allow you to not only get your draw power, but you get to put things into your Lost Zone. Blacephalon puts 4 damage counters to your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. But if your opponent has exactly 3 price cards remaining, you can do 12 damage counters instead, which is incredibly strong. We play Chimecho. Then we play some really nostalgic cards like the Mewtwo and the Mew and the Gengar. So if you have a buddy that loves the Mew, if you have a buddy that just is a huge fan of Mewtwo and Gengar, this is probably the deck to play. There is other decks that you could play that also play like a different Mew and a different Mewtwo. In fact, Tzubi's original list doesn't have this exact Mewtwo. He has the one that protects the bench, if I'm not mistaken. There's also a Mr. Mime that a lot of people are playing to protect their bench, and there's also playing this Mew. So you get to be aggressive and also do have protection from something else other than the Mew. So very cool. The Mewtwo has the Mind Report ability, where you can get that supporter from your discard pile. It recycles your supporter, and then your Gengar it basically revives from the discard pile to keep your opponent in check when it comes to your bench. When it comes to their bench number, and just putting damage here and there to fix some certain numbers, certain math, whenever you want to hit the finishing blow. So just very, very cool cards to have. We're playing the Banette, who is that has Puppet Offering. You basically, once during your turn, you may put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand, so another recycler. But then what's cool about this card is that this card plus everything that this card, after playing the ability, you get to put it in the Lost Zone, but you get to discard all attached cards into it, right? It'd be super broken if you could just attach energies and tools and stuff and they all got banished as well. It'd be a little broken, but just very, very strong card to have. We have Esper and we have Meowstic with the Inviting Ear. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemons during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 support cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So again, just consistency cards. And then we play my favorite card in the deck. It's the new addition of the Dusknoir lineup. So with the Curse Blast, once during your turn, you may put 13 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you use this ability, this Pokemon is KO, but it doesn't really matter, right? This thing, it's getting KO, but you're putting so much damage into your opponent's board, and you're hitting those things that are very bulky. So it's exactly what the deck needed. When it came out, it was a little busted because we had a Duskull that was just ridiculous, and it luckily got banned. Even then it got banned, but it did really well in regionals. So that just shows how that other Duskull would have been. It just would have been ridiculously retarded. So I'm happy that we got that ban, and I'm happy that even with the ban, it showed that any Duskull could do the job, which is really nice. We got some supporters, very few. We have Hexmaniac and Arven. We also have Iono, Clara, Tulip, Guzma, Gladion, and obviously the MVP, we got Cold Risk Experiments, MVP of the support lineup. And then we have a bunch of items. We got Level Ball, Swing Heavy Ball, Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, Nest Ball, Fall Crystal, Body Puffin. So you're probably not gonna get Dunk using this deck, which is also another really nice thing, you know, to have in a deck, right? Just the consistency of not getting Dunk. It's very important. Some of my favorite items in this deck, particularly Target Whistle and Echoing Horn, they whenever you draw them at the beginning, they just feel terrible, but the impact that they have in the game itself, mid to late game, it's just so good. It's so good. We forgot about Mysterious Treasure. So it's another card that we're gonna have to add for the consistency. We don't get of us not getting Dunk. We got Pal Pad, we got Switch, Professor's Letter, Scoop Up Net, Battle Compressor. So Battle Compressor is one of those cards that, depending on who you ask, they enjoy it or they don't. But you have to admit, it just has a lot of purpose. You can, you know, discard your supporters to then grab them. You can discard your Gengar to activate its ability. So you have multiple reasons on why to play Battle Compressor, or worst case scenario, right? You can just play it mid to late game to just get rid of those cards that you don't want to draw. So it has multiple purposes in the deck. We got Lost Vacuum, right? Another MVP of the deck. We got Bicycle, Versus Seeker, Lost Blender, Trainer's Mail for consistency, Random Receiver for consistency. We have Field Blower, Escape Rope, Night Stretcher. We have Rescue Carrier, and we have Rescue Stretcher. So as you can see, a lot of recovery cards in this deck, a lot of recovery cards. And then we have things like Air Balloons, Spell Tag, U-Turn Board, and then we have Enhanced Hammer. Personally, the things that I would probably play in my list is the Mr. Mime for sure for the Pokemon lineup. But I would play things like Reset Red Card or Reset Stamp, just to replace that Mars Shadow Band. But Enhanced Hammer is one of those cards that, at least in our local play, it's just being so impactful, and it's being so nice that a lot of people are opting to play it, and that's the reason why Justin is playing it at the moment. In his list. And then we have Training Court, and we have the powerful Pokestop that's going to give us that speed into the deck, and just that, again, that consistency of not only, getting that support for turn, but also getting us that draw power and that, thinning our deck, and as well as, speeding up our plays. And then we have only 4 basic psychic energies, and we play the mystery energy and the horror energy. All right. So I hope you got to enjoy the build. It's a very, very strong build. If you have friends, like I said, that are very nostalgic and they love Mewtwo, they love Gengar, they love Mew, this is probably the deck to play. It's also a very aggressive build. It's a very strong deck to start playing. And if they're new to Pokemon, or if they're new to GLC, yes, it's gonna take a little time for them to figure out how the deck works, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. And the deck is not so rigid where you can't really splash things that you enjoy. You could probably splash a couple things, and you can change a bunch of things. Please read Tzubi's article in the description. Just talks a little bit more in detail about everything and his experience in the tournament. Shout out to you, dude. Like, you were very humble over the Discord, and you answered many of the questions that we had. So I hope more and more people get to play this build. And let me know what you play in your build. Let me know what you would change. Let me know if you have any questions, okay? And just write them in the comments. Let me know what other deck profiles you would like us to build in the future, and just let us know how you guys have been enjoying some of these deck profiles. And if you would like us to do more and more, or if you like, if you prefer something, if you have any sort of any type of feedback or just constructive criticism, right, about the way that we're doing our channel and our videos. We're always looking to improve in our videos and just make them a little better. So if you have anything, just let us know. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the deck. Have fun with it. Very strong. This is just a very strong deck, and I'm a little scared that more people are going to know about the deck, and they're going to start playing it, because it's just an amazing deck. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.